The Standard Model. What do physicists mean when they say standard model? The Standard Model is the most up-to-date explanation of our current world, an explanation of what the universe is made up of and how its constituents interact with one another. I will give you a few examples. Around 2,000 years ago, a Greek philosopher thought that the world must be made up of some basic building blocks, which he called the atom. His reasoning was that if we take any material, say a leaf, and cut it repeatedly into half, there must come a point where you cannot cut the leaf any further, i.e., you will obtain the smallest indivisible portion of the leaf in this case. Atom literally means indivisible. However, this theory was pure philosophy and was not tested, so we cannot call it scientific. In the 1800s, when science was more popular than philosophy, the first scientific theory of matter was put forward by Dalton. From his observations doing meteorological experiments, he deduced the existence of the atom and published some work showing how many chemistry experiments could be better understood using his theory. His theory, in a nutshell, is as follows. All matter is made of the smallest indivisible particle, called an atom, which can neither be created nor destroyed. All atoms of a given element are identical in mass and properties. A compound can be formed by the combination of two or more atoms. And lastly, a chemical reaction is a rearrangement of atoms. Not bad for the 19th century. But let's think about these postulates for a minute. How many of them do we think are still true today? Are atoms really the smallest indivisible particle? Is it really impossible to create or destroy them? Try to think back to the science you know and see if you can figure out which of these postulates are indeed true, which have some exceptions, and can you think of some examples where we run into trouble? We'll pick it up from here in the next lecture.